Westchester County. I'm John Rubo, owner of Yonkers Brewing Company. We're here in Yonkers, New York. This is Between Two Tanks, the show with craft beer and great conversation. I am here with husband and wife duo team, Christina and Matt of Freddy's in Pleasantville. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
So excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for joining. So we have a couple great questions for you guys today. First, tell us, you opened Freddy's about a year ago. What drove you to Pleasantville? Why Freddy's? Why Pleasantville? What's this new adventure you're on?
So what really drove us was we had two restaurants before and a bad partner. So he drove us actually to opening Freddy's.
And right to
Pleasantville. To be honest, we had dinner for my brother-in-law's birthday one night, and it was a Monday night. The place was bumping.
In Pleasantville.
And just the development that's going up in there, I just saw the potential it had. And, you know, sometimes things don't seem to work out, but it wound up leaving, you know, where we were in Katona was the best thing that ever happened to us. And we just happened to have been literally walking around the corner and looked at this place, and it was closed. And I looked at Christina, I go, find out where it is, what they got, and it started from there.
And Pleasantville is just such an awesome restaurant town in general, and we just really wanted to be a part of that, and so we're really grateful to be there.
And what's the story behind Freddy's? So who's Freddy? Why Freddy's? What drove you to the name?
Freddy's my father. And, you know, it's funny. A lot of people think our bartender, who's, you know, a little older, think that he's Freddy, you know, and I'm joking around. I'm like, no, that's my grandfather. But, you know, my parents were young when they had three boys, and it wasn't anything that had to do with food or anything like that. But the most important thing to my father was that we were home for dinner every day at 5:30. And
that's kind of the message of Freddy's.
Yeah.
It's about connection. It's about being together. And that's really the message that we wanted, and so Freddy's it was.
And you brought it together.
Yep.
I love it. Well, as a married couple in business, I mean, a married couple with a young child, that's never easy anyway. But now you're in the hospitality business. You have a restaurant, a young child. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you still need time for date night. So when it's date night...
What's that? I don't know.
No dates.
What
No
date?
dates.
Date of the week?
It
The
is so
14th?
hard. But you have to have mom and dad time. So where do you go for mom and dad time?
Yeah, I mean, so we're closed on Mondays, so that's like family day, right? We usually like to be with our family. Phones are off, laptops closed. When we do get out, I'd say the spots that we go to, you know, we're in northern Westchester, so we kind of go out up there. Some of our favorites, the Cookery, obviously, Debari Disciples, always going back to the Cookery no matter what, special place for us. We go to Purdy's Farmer and the Fish. If we're looking for pizza, we go to Barada in Eastchester, my favorite. Where else?
One of the favorite places, Old Mandarin. I love that place too.
Amazing Chinese, Old Mandarin.
You know, honestly, I think it's been only 2 times though in the past since January, and one of them was my brother's 40th birthday that we've been able to get out.
We don't get out much, but
Okay.
when we do, it's those spots usually.
Those are the spots.
Yeah.
Our daughter was born 6 weeks after we opened the restaurant.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that just brought everything together for us, and it's been a grind for the past year, and we're just grateful for the opportunity. Like I say, this time last year we had no business and no baby, so we're
They're blessings, and
Exactly.
it's crazy for sure sometimes,
It's a lot of work.
but they're both wonderful. So
It's all
you
worth
make
it at
it
the
it's
end.
work.
all worth it in
Absolutely.
the end. Absolutely.
100%.
So what are you doing at Freddy's that's a little different than other restaurants around Westchester County and even Pleasantville?
Yeah, I mean, I think that our service and hospitality is something that sets us a little bit apart. Matt and I are both there every single day. Our staff is an extension of us, and our customers are a part of our family, essentially. We've established some really wonderful regulars, people coming on a regular basis to be a part of what we're doing there. Yes, of course, we have seasonal ingredients and local when possible, but essentially it's elevated comfort food that people understand, that ignite emotion in them and feelings and memories, and also obviously bringing in your loved ones and enjoying time together, which again, as we said, is the message and the mission of Freddy's in general. So it's a cozy, moody, fun restaurant, and that's what we do.
And I think something that we've been very well at is just developing those relationships with people. You know, there's so many people that, we did meet in Katona, and we have now met in Freddy's, that, they're like family to us. I know all their kids. I know, everything about them. I think that's something that Christina and I have been very good at, and that's why we've been able to, kind of withstand all the struggles between COVID and everything else that's going on. Is if you take the time to get those relationships, they will come back. And I'm pretty good at cooking food, so that helps.
So let's talk about beer. Beer has so many different flavor profiles. I like to think that you can do a beer pairing dinner even more so than you could do maybe with wine. I mean, it has so many complex flavors and profiles. So how do you incorporate craft beer into what you do at the restaurant?
Well, I think it starts with our amazing bartender and Christina, who work hand in hand in creating, off of the menu, everything that's going to pair very well. What is beautiful about these craft beers is that there's so many different flavor profiles that come from them that, like you said, you can have a whole beer tasting, because there's some that go from super sweet to your sour beers to, a Guinness that could be almost like a dessert coffee beer. So I think,
and we source seasonally. Sorry to jump in.
No.
Seasonal. Right now we have an awesome cherry wheat from Soul Brewing, which is local to us in Pleasantville, right down the street. So it's always about kind of getting in the seasonal things, and then that kind of pairs well with the local produce and the seasonal produce that we're using. So that kind of gets customers excited about trying something new.
I think we like to treat it almost like food in a sense,
Without
with
a
the
doubt.
seasons and
The beverage program is very much tied to that.
And I think
as well.
the palate and the education of the customer has increased so much between, social media and just the wonderful places like here that give them the opportunity to have a much higher quality carbonated alcoholic beverage than, just getting Bud Light or something in a jar. So it's a lot more fun, and when the customer is asking for more creative things, it allows us to then bring those stuff in and have those options for them.
Well, you guys are doing great things at Freddy's. Thanks for joining me
it's
on
wonderful.
Between Two Tanks. I hope to have you guys back again soon. And make sure you get out up to Freddy's in Pleasantville. Thanks, Christina. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.